Hey guys, Tricker here. Today we're going to do a startup tutorial on the F-5E. We're here at Nellis in a cold and dark aircraft, so the first thing we need to do is apply some electrical power to the aircraft, so we're going to turn on the battery power. So the battery switch is located here on the bottom right, it goes in the up position. Then we're going to do the left and right generator switches, they go in the up position. Next we're going to go to the fuel boost pumps, they go in the up position, left and right. And now we're ready to start the aircraft with high pressure air. So what we need to do now is bring up the comms menu with the default key, or whatever you have mapped. The default key is \. So we're going to click on Ground Crew, Ground Air Supply, and connect.
Chief, connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
So now the high pressure air is hooked up to the left engine. We always do the left engine first and then the right engine. So we'll bring up the comms menu again, hit Ground Crew, Ground Air Supply, and apply.
Chief, apply ground air supply. Copy. Air is now applied.
Okay, the air is applied now. As you can see, the turbine RPM is rising right here. It's above 10. So what we can do is we can go down here to the left panel and click Engine Start Left, which we did right there. And now we need to start the left engine with the fuel introduction, so we'll bring up the lever here with right alt home. As you can see, we have light off, we have turbine RPM increase, EGT has risen, and the oil pressure has risen as well. I have these mapped to my HOTAS, right alt home for the left engine, and right shift home for the right engine. So I recommend you bind those to your HOTAS, just to make life easier while you're starting the engines. So that's a good engine start. We're going to go ahead and bring up the comms menu again, Ground Crew, Ground Air Supply, and connect.
Connect ground air
because we're going to start doing the right engine now.
Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Okay, same thing. Bring up the comms menu, Ground Crew, Ground Air Supply, and apply.
Copy. Air is now applied.
Okay, the air is applied, and as you can see, it's rising right now. Turbine RPM, that is. When it's above 10, we can start the right engine. So we click right start. And again, right shift home to bring up the fuel lever, or the thrust lever, to introduce fuel. As you can see, we have light off, EGT increase, oil pressure rise, and turbine RPM is increasing. So we're just going to let this stabilize real quick. It doesn't take long. And then we'll go ahead and disconnect the external air. And right there we got two good engine starts, so we'll bring up the comms menu. Ground Crew, Ground Air Supply, disconnect.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now disconnected.
Okay, so now that that's disconnected, we'll come over to the left pedestal, put the radar on standby, which is right here. We'll come up here to the black switch, which is your speed brake switch. Make sure it's in the forward position. Flap switch is right here, and we need to make sure it's in the middle position. It can go down and up, and make sure it's in the middle position, which corresponds to the thumb flap switch, which is right here. We're going to make sure that's in the aft position, and as you can see it says auto, so we want to make sure it's in the auto position. We'll come down, turn on the pitch and yaw damper, which are right here, they go up. And at this time we should go ahead and arm our chaff and flare so we don't forget while taxiing out. So coming up the panel here, we can go ahead and turn the radio on. I'll go ahead and set 251. This is just for my blue flag, just so I know, it's just my thing. Coming over, we'll go to the pitot, make sure the pitot tube is anti-iced. We'll turn it up. We'll go ahead and close the canopy, which is with this lever right here. As you can see, the master caution has gone out. And we'll go ahead and reset the master cautions because there's no more master cautions, and as you can see, it is clear. Next, we'll turn on the RWR with the power switch here. Click on search, and the RWR will do a warm-up test for the next few minutes. Coming over, we'll go ahead and set the altimeter. The current altimeter for analysis is 2992, and this is the knob to set that. Next, we'll come down to the standby attitude. To uncage it, just go ahead and scroll it with the mouse wheel and set -3. As you can see, -3 there. Next thing, we want to come over, turn on the oxygen with this green switch here. We'll go ahead and zoom in here. Turn it up. As you can see, we're breathing with the flow. So the next thing we're going to do is set the pitch trim, which is just above the attitude indicator. We're going to put 7 since I have 2 sidewinders, a fuel tank, and ammo. That's what the book recommends. And what else the book recommends here is if we have a central fuel tank, gun ammo, and missiles, our liftoff speed is going to be 164 knots to 168 knots. Just 10 knots prior to that, which is 154 knots, we'll go ahead and gently pull back on the stick, and we should gently rise into the air. The next thing we're going to talk about is the fuel here. As you notice, the left fuel is less than the right tank, and that's normal because the right fuel tank has 580 pounds more. So what we're going to do is put the auto balance on left low because the left side is lower than the right, and when the left and right fuel tanks match each other, the auto balance will go back to normal. So this does it for this startup tutorial. We are set to taxi, so the next tutorial is going to be on taxi and takeoff. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please let me know. Until next time, fly safe out there.